Hey buddies, I'm out to do a little gardening at night, and the reason for that is I just finally had a moment to come check on some things that I noticed earlier today. And that's just an arugula plant and a few young tomatoes. These are clones that we started over the last probably at the end of summer or the beginning of fall, and they're now their own plants. Through here are some brassicas. I think these are mostly cauliflower and Brussels sprouts, which require kind of a long season and cool weather, so nothing should be going with those yet. Down here, just a few ivy plants that I started. They're very good at purifying indoor air. And another arugula. Unfortunately, something got one of my leaves. And this is on one of our broccoli plants, but this is the stuff I started noticing earlier today. Looking down inside of these, this one will be a lot easier to see, even though there's some lettuce partially shrouding it. Check that out, broccoli beginning to make its little floret thing, whatever they call them. These are ornamental cabbages, which are making nice heads. This, I think that's I can't tell if it's a cauliflower or a Brussels sprout. I think it's a Brussels. Now over here, this is a broccoli, and let me see if I can get it toward the light. Yeah, just there. And we can see it's the middle of November here in central Arkansas, and broccoli's beginning to go. Now these have been in the ground, I'm going to say something like 6 weeks, just at a guess. Here, well, they've been in ground long enough that giant Caesar lettuce has been able to flower, bolt, and form these pretty yellow flowers. So we're going to be watching as this and one of its buddies over here, another giant Caesar lettuce, which is just barely flowering now. I don't know if you can see the pretty little yellow flowers that are coming up on that. That should be doing really nicely. I'll go give you a shot of what's going in the greenhouse too, but this little brassica garden is doing really well. These are on raised rows with hardwood mulch between them. So I'm actually up, as I walk through here, I'm a good deal above the level of the ground. Water can run through those very easily. But up and in here, we're still very regularly pulling a lot of tomatoes pretty much every day. But also, something that began today, I think this is the beginning of our aquaponics project. Right now, I know it just looks like some tubs and things that hold water and some water plants hiding out here. But these containers are the beginning of a pretty cool project. And we've got, I would say that's probably getting close to the 200-gallon mark. Well, not counting this big thing. I'm not going to count that at all. That's for a different thing. But yeah, that stuff used to hold Christmas stuff, and now it's probably going to be the beginning of an aquaponics project that will hopefully turn into a farm and a business. So anyway, it's also going to keep this greenhouse heated. The thermal energy that will be captured within water that's held in some of these things, and that'll all make a lot more sense as it starts coming together. But it's going to help keep this greenhouse heated and really keep my energy and cost down. So for now, we're just ripping red tomatoes out of this stuff like crazy. Also, my first golden jubilee of the year. I've made like quite a bit of hype about this because I've never had one, and I wanted this thing to work. And the plant was not doing very well in its original location in our front yard. It just got too much shade. But now I think that plant Yeah, it's doing much better. It's this one. And down into that stuff. So, yay, Golden Jubilee. And go other tomatoes. Way to go for our little starters. These are clones that we took off of our other tomatoes. One of them belongs to a neighbor of mine. And then, oh, my favorite co-host, Castor. What's up, buddy? How have you been doing? Yeah? What'd you find? What are we gonna do? All right, well, I'm gonna go find out what my buddy Castor needs, and seems like he's trying to tell me something about something. I just can't quite understand. I'll get him to write it out in hieroglyphs. But you guys, thank you very much for watching. Thanks for sticking with. If you would give me a like or subscribe, share it with anybody that you think might be interested in gardening stuff or projects, DIY things, and we'll keep rocking along. Catch you later.